start live. All right. Hey everyone, this is John from Chaotic Commander, and today's pod is looking pretty fun. But before we introduce the pod and the decks, let's go over the rules for tonight's game. So the first rule is Fire Cell. All spells cost 1 colorless less for the whole game. It does not reduce the cost to 0. It only affects the colored or the non-colored mana cost. So you don't get to cast like Fog for free or anything. And just end it already. During your end step, you lose 1 life. So I'm sure we're going to forget that a few times, but I will try to remember. It's one of the hardest ones for me to remember. But today I'm going to be playing my Rith, the Awakener deck. It's my fun tokens deck. I like to create a bunch of different kinds of tokens, mainly sapperlings, and then, you know, there's other fun stuff, but Rith, she's a big scary dragon, and you know, she makes a bunch of little guys, so makes me happy. But let's introduce tonight's first guest. We have Spectra.
Hey everybody, I'm Spectra. I will drop my links in chat. You can find me everywhere at Spectra MTG. I'm just that's what I go by. Today I am going to be playing Obeka Splitter of Seconds. So I'm going to just see how many upkeeps I can get and what nasty stuff I can be doing in it.
Exciting. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, we have first time guest on the channel. I'm gonna call you Turtle, but what would you like to be called?
Yo, what's up? I'm Will. Today I'm playing a funny little deck. It's called Gale's Boot Soup. It's a partner between Waterdeep Prodigy Gale. Whenever I cast a sorcery, flashback an instant. Whenever I cast an instant, flashback a sorcery. Partnered with the background Master Chef, which is just for the colors, but it also says my creatures enter with an additional +1/+1 counter. There's a funny spell you're going to see me casting quite a lot this game, if the +1/+1 counters give you any hint.
I just want to let you know, I did already flip your camera, so you just showed everything upside down. I just thought you should be aware, so you're fine. You're good.
I can see up your nose.
All right. Last but not least, we have Koga.
Hey everybody, Koga828 here. I'm back again for another funny game of Magic. I love Magic the Gathering. I also love Dungeons and Dragons and rolling dice. So this is what I like to show my joint addiction. Mr. House, President and CEO, is a 0/4 artifact creature human. Whenever I roll a die, if I roll 4 or higher, I get to make a 3/3 colorless robot artifact token. If I roll a 6 or higher, I get to make that robot and a treasure. This is addiction. Let's go gambling.
Now that introductions are out of the way, we have already resolved mulligans and roll to determine who gets to go first. Spectra, you got the high roll, so start us off.
You know what they say, bald is beautiful. Bald gets to go first. I'm going to begin by drawing for turn. Oh, that's a fun one. We want to go fast? I like fast. Fast is fun. We're going to start with an island. I'm going to tap that island for 1 using the Fire Sail, and I'm going to be casting an Arcane Signet.
Ooh.
And we wouldn't be doing that. When I say fast, I mean fast. I'm also going to suspend a spell. I am going to suspend a Mox Tantalite for free using its 0 ability. I'm going to pass the turn.
Wow, don't forget to lose your life.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I only remember the fun one.
Yeah, the fun one is easy. I do have a reminder on the top of my deck, so maybe
that'll be helpful.
Yeah, maybe that'll help
All right.
me as well, because I'm notorious about forgetting to. It's like, it's your own rule. It's like, well, I make a lot of things.
So we're on to me?
Yep.
All right. Well, I like your speed, so I'll play a forest, tap it for a green, and since it costs 1 colorless less, 3 visits.
Ooh.
So I'm going to search my library for an untapped forest.
Oh,
Lord, he ramping.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Since I have 1 more mana now, tap for 1. Since this costs 1 less, I'll cast an Emerald Medallion for 1.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
That's me.
I'm noticing a theme.
Yeah, that's Very nice.
I will
Okay.
draw for turn. I will not have a spicy turn.
Don't forget to lose your
But-
life at the end of your turn. Yeah, yeah.
Let's
I just
see.
did it too. I get it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna play
It's
Mountain.
Super easy to forget.
Go to my end step, lose a life, and pass.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Sure. I'll play a mountain, and then let's go on an adventure. I'm gonna cast Seek the Beast, so I will exile the top two, and I can play them until the end of my next turn. So you are just on an adventure. But after that, I will just lose my life and pass.
Oh, that one's nasty.
Oh, Virtue
All
of
right.
Loyalty. I love that card.
Yeah, it's a great card. Awesome.
Amazing.
I'm gonna move to untap.
Did I lose my life?
Upkeep.
Yeah.
I will remove a counter from Mox Tantalite. You're gonna hear me say upkeep much this game. And with that, draw for turn.
What do you do?
Oh, that's fun. I'm going to. I'm gonna play a mountain for turn, and wouldn't you know it? Using the fire sale, I can tap for blue, a red, and a black, and I can already cast my 4-mana commander on turn 2. It's so cool. I'm gonna move to end step. I'm gonna lose a life, and I'm gonna pass a turn.
Well, Spectra, I like what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. I respect it.
That's disgusting.
Gotta do you better.
Alright.
You can cast both of them.
Oh god.
For blue and 1, Gale, since he's a 3-drop. Actually, no, I gotta do this differently. Sorry. For green, since my green spells cost 2 less now, I'll cast my background. Then, since everything else costs 1 less, I'll cast Gale, the Master Chef.
Yeah.
And
Will
since he ETB'd after the enchantment, he does enter with a +1/+1 counter.
There you go.
I will pass.
You will lose your
Oh,
life.
nice.
Don't forget.
Ooh!
Yeah.
I will play a Clifftop Retreat, which enters in untap because I have a mountain in play. And then I will tap 2 for the 1-cost reduction for an Academy Manufactor.
Ooh.
If I make a blue, food, or treasure, I would make one of each instead.
All right.
I will then move to my end step, lose my life, and pass it on.
All right. I will-
Everybody here just
Draw for turn.
slammed their foot on the gas.
All right. So I'm gonna play this land for turn. Gonna tap this to cast the adventure side of Virtue of Loyalty to create a 2/2 knight. It's also on an adventure. Oh, let's see. What else do I have? Nothing. I will pass and lose life. Yeah.
All right.
My hand was
Untap.
playable, not very good.
Upkeep trigger. The Mox Tantalite will go down to 1. That is the only upkeep I have for now. I will draw for turn. This became one of those decks where I have to put something like have a counter on top of the deck, because otherwise, boy, the post combat ones I won't miss. The pre combat ones you'll miss the upkeep triggers.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to play a Blazemire Verge, which is one of the new Duskmourn lands that I can tap now because there's a mountain I can tap for black or red. Using the Fire Sale, I'm going to tap black, and a generic for a Twilight Prophet. It is a 2/4 flying vampire cleric. If I control 10 or more permanents, blah, 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 I don't care. At the beginning of my upkeep, if I have the City's Blessing, reveal the top card of my library and put it in my hand. We don't have to worry about that for now because I don't have the City's Blessing. But I'm going to move to combat. You have 1 creature, correct, John?
I do. But so does
what I'm gonna do-
so does everybody else, by the way.
Wait, you'll have
That's
the
that's
City's
true.
Blessing in 3 turns, or well, 3 permanents.
Sorry?
Oh, you're at 7 permanents, so you'll have it in 3.
Yeah, but I don't have it yet. So that's just gonna be
Yeah.
later. That's not right now. You're right. Who do I think can cause me the most problems? Now I'm gonna stick to my guns. John, I'm gonna send 2 commander at you. It's only 2. And it's not gonna get worse for a while. Because of that, I'm now going to move. Damage has been dealt. Move to the end of combat. I now move to my 2 now upkeep phases. I'm going to remove a counter from the Mox Tantalite. It is now active. I now have a artifact that can tap for any 1 mana. I move to my 2nd upkeep. Nothing happens. I have no more upkeep triggers. 2nd main. I am going to do nothing. Pass a turn. Lose.
Alright. Alright. Cards. Draw for turn. Play a forest as my land for turn. Let me just do some quick math because everything's -1. Here's what I'll do. You know what? I kind of need to start drawing. For 1 blue, I'm going to cast Opt. It's an instant, so that will trigger my commander. And that'll let me play a sorcery from the graveyard. Any responses?
Nope.
Sweet. Then for 1 green, I'll flashback this 3 visits. And it'll go to exile, and I'll cast it for 1 green. Well, I'll just get out another basic forest.
Thank you, Omega.
Good catch.
So then, Opt will resolve, so I'll scry 1, then draw a card.
Yeah.
Send that to the bottom, and I'll scry 1. Actually, you know what? I want that card. I'll draw that. Sweet.
Ooh. All right. So before we continue, someone just redeemed a chat reward. Everyone will get to draw a card.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Look at that.
Shit.
Thank you. Sweet. Well, then, I guess I'm just gonna do one thing. This will hit my grave. And for green, I'm gonna play Tribute to the World Tree. Whenever a creature I control ETBs, if its power is 3 or greater, I draw a card. Otherwise, I put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. I'll pass.
Okay.
I don't like that card.
Actually,
There's so much.
Spectra, violence for violence. Way of the beast. Take 2. I can't block you on my turn anyways.
Is that Menace?
Oh, you have a blocker?
I do. It is still a blocker. I just can't get the trigger off of it. So I do have a 2/4 flying blocker.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, you're good. That's me. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Draw another card. Ooh, well, okay,
Yeah.
that does help a little bit. I will play this Plains. And then for 3 mana, I will play an Iron Mastiff, a 4/4 artifact creature dog. Whenever Iron Mastiff attacks, roll a d20 for each player being attacked and ignore all but the highest roll. 1 to 9, it deals damage equal to its power to myself. 10 to 19 deals damage equal to its power to the defending player. And if I roll nat 20, deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. And sadly, I can do nothing else with that, so I'm just going to pass it along and take my life.
Yes, don't forget to do that. I will untap and I will draw. Okay. Alright, I'm going to play a forest. Oh, okay. I've got to do something about something. I'm going to tap these 2 for Sundering Growth. I'm going to destroy that tribute to the World Tree.
Aw.
Yeah, and then I will populate my Knight token. So I'll have another 2/2 Knight. 2. 2 of these guys. But unfortunately, I have 7 cards in hand. I will pass.
All right. Untap. Upkeep trigger's not valid, so nothing happens. Draw for turn. That's a fun one. Not for now, though. I'm gonna play a... Yeah, that won't super matter. I'm gonna do a tapped Xander's Lounge. I'm then going to...
Well, before you continue, just redeemed, share some treasure. So everyone will create a treasure token. Yes.
And I know we've talked about this before. This will not trigger my Academy menu factor.
That is correct. It is an outside of the game action.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I wish
All
it
right.
was on my turn. That would have been nice. Right? Good timing there.
All right.
Well,
Using the fire sale, I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3. These are both red. 3 and a 4 colorless doesn't matter. For a Court of Ire, when it enters a battlefield, I become the monarch. At the beginning of my upkeep, it deals 2 damage to each target. If I'm the monarch, it deals 7 damage instead.
Oh, shit.
So,
That's gross.
a little bit.
Very bit. What the fuck you mean a little bit?
Okay, yeah, this one's not ideal. You're not wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, this treasure just became really interesting.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
that's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have the city's blessing for the moment. Actually, no, I have the city's blessing for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mark that here.
Hashtag blessed.
I don't have a ton that uses the city's blessing, but I know I have at least 1 or 2 more, so I'm just gonna leave that there just for reference.
Yeah, with Sundered Growth.
Then, and that is importantly a sorcery. So I'm going to tap. I'm going to cast a Slip Through Space on Obeka. It is this creature can't be blocked this turn, draw a card. And that is the extent of it. So does that resolve?
I have no response at the moment.
Then it will resolve. Obeka can't be blocked. I will draw for turn. I'm going to move to combat. John, you've got 2 blockers, so that's not ideal.
She's unblockable.
She is unblockable.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess you know what? I'm going to do it. John, I'm going to swing at you again.
Again?
Yes, you'll see why. So I'm swinging 2 unblockable at you.
Sure. I think I didn't lose my life at my inset, so I will continue to lose 2 more life and 2 more commander damage.
Hey, damage has been assessed. We now move to my 2 upkeep phases. There are multiple triggers that happen at upkeep. I have to actually mark these down. This is the first time I've piloted this, but I got to make sure I get it right. I've got the Twilight Prophet and the Court of Ire. I will have the Twilight Prophet resolve first and then the Court of Ire next. So what's going to happen with Twilight Prophet is I'm going to reveal the top card of my library. I gain X life, you all lose X life, where X is the mana value. So the first one is Kumina's Awakening. Everyone will lose 4, I will gain 4.
Okay,
Then
down to
Court of
30.
Court of Ire will trigger. I'm going to have, I'm sorry, guy who's playing Gale. You said your name is Will?
Yeah.
I'm awful with names, so I super apologize. So Will, I'm going to have you take the 7 from the Court of Ire.
Yo.
Then we're going to do this again, because I have 1 more upkeep after this. So I'm going to reveal from the Twilight Prophet. It is a Thopter Spy Network. That is another 4. Everyone will lose 4. I will gain 4. Then Court of Ire will hit. And Kuga, I'm going to have you take the other 7. John, that's why I swung at you, because you have taken more, but you didn't get the other triggers at the end.
Oh. Okay.
I will now move to my second main phase. I have nothing I can do and not enough mana. So I am going to use the Monarch trigger, draw for turn, or draw for Monarch, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass the turn.
Lose your life.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will untap, upkeep,
Or
draw.
a bit of each side, edge obscuring turtle and specter's life total.
That
Oh, I see.
hurt a lot. That was a painful turn.
I understand.
So I'm gonna tap this forest for a sapphire medallion. Now my blue spells cost 1 less. Does anybody have removal for Obeka?
I mean,
Technically, yes, but I don't have the mana for it.
Because Obeka kind of needs to stay off the board, like, for the rest of the game. Well, they just did 8 plus 7,
So
15 damage to my face.
yeah, I mean, if
That's
as long as
So I think I'm gonna just get this rip. So for 1 green, since that's all this spell costs right now. Surprise! It's a Slime Against Humanity deck.
yeah,
So with
Why
Master
not?
Chef, yeah. So this one's gonna end. Slime Against Humanity says it's a sorcery that says create a 0/0 ooze creature token with trample. Put
mhm.
X+1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards I own in exile and in my graveyard that are oozes or named Slime Against Humanity, and I can have any number I want of this deck. So, with it's gonna be a 2/2, but with Master Chef, that's gonna become a 3/3. Yeah.
There you go.
And then, but that is gonna trigger my commander when I cast a sorcery. So I will tap for blue, and I'll flash back. Oop, I'll flash back the opt from my graveyard.
Mm.
I'm gonna scry one and then draw a card. I will draw this card. And for my land return, I'll play the forest I just drew. Then I'm going to crack this treasure, and since my blue spells cost 2 less, I'm gonna frantic search.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
I'm gonna draw 2, discard 2, then untap 3 lands.
Disgusted.
So draw 2. Then I'm going to discard 2 copies of Slime Against Humanity into my graveyard.
Nice.
And oh, I forgot to draw. Wait. Yeah, I forgot to draw my 2. Okay. Wait, no, I didn't know. I'm good. We're good. We're good. Then I'll untap my 3 lands, which will be these 2 forests and an island. So, what can I do? Frantic Search is an instant. Oh, yeah, and sorry, with my commander trigger from the Frantic Search, that Slime Against Humanity I cast earlier, before I discard these 2, that's like, that'll be flashbacked. And I will make another slime.
Okay.
Sorry about that. But
There
these
you
are the
go.
2 I discard for Frantic Search. And this time it'll just be another 3/3. And this will hit my grave.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tap this forest for 1. I will play this Idol of Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just gonna tap for 1 green since my green spells cost 2 less. And I'm gonna play a Runati, Behemoth Beckoner.
Do you guys remember when Obeka was the problem?
Yes. I just made 2 3/3s. You did 15 damage to 2 people.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
You shot
Hey,
me in the leg.
I also gained 8 life too. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
You shot me in the leg and I spit on your porch. These are not the same. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Then with my last 3 mana, green, blue, green. How does this interaction work? Growth Spile with an MDFC. Does that let me put it on its land side?
I assume you
If
could.
it's in your hand, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You may
with
play
an
land.
it from your hand.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, then green, blue, and I still have a green floating. So growth spiral, and I'm gonna put down the backside of Stupor in Sink into the Stupor. Soporific Springs. And it says that I could pay 3 life if I want. Also draw a card. Oh, sorry. Well then. I didn't draw my card before this, but this changes it. If that's alright.
Sure.
There's-
I guess.
Sorry, I drew an island.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'll just play the island with the Growth Spiral and get another slime.
Okay.
And that's me. So go to combat, because Runati says my creatures with 3 or more +1/+1 counters have haste. And since when this one's cast, I have 1 in exile, this slime will be a 4/4 with Master Chef. So
Okay.
Spectra.
Monarch is yours to have.
Alright. You are getting a 4/4 and 2 3/3s.
I will block one of the 3/3s with the Twilight Prophet. It's a 2/4, so they'll just bounce.
Yep.
Which means I will take 4 and then 3, so I'll take a total of 7.
Alright.
Going down to 37.
Okay.
That is me.
All right.
Don't forget to lose your life.
Yep.
Draw. Well, that actually did allow me to do things. So I'm gonna play this swamp. I finally drew one.
Ooh, and I draw
Nice.
the Monarch.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And then-
I am not the Monarch.
Me and
I will
Koga are
tap
just like,
we were playing a different game.
yeah.
So I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm going to cast my commander, Mr.
Mhm.
House, President and CEO,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to go to the Wombats.
Yeah.
I'm going to send the Iron Mastiff at Spectra. When the Iron Mastiff attacks, it does have an attack trigger. I will roll a d20, and for each player being attacked, which is only Spectra.
Mm.
That is a 6. So it's gonna deal 4 damage to me,
Oof.
but
It is still a 4/4.
it is still 4/4. But because I rolled a 6 on this d20, I will also get a clue, a food, another treasure,
Oh yeah.
and I will also get a robot,
A robot.
a 3/3
Yikes.
robot. So that is the attack trigger. Move to blocks if you would like.
Yeah, no. No, I'm not blocking. I'll take 4.
Okie dokie.
And I've taken 4. But I'm not the Monarch. I can't give it to you. Somebody took
No,
it.
I understand that.
I only have one Monarch I can give.
And then we are going to go to second main.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap the Clifftop Retreat, sack the 2 treasures. Don't worry, they'll be coming back. For a Jan Jansen Chaos Crafter. A 3/3 with haste, and I can tap and sacrifice an artifact creature, make 2 treasures. Tap, sacrifice a non-creature artifact, make 2 colorless construct creature tokens. I'm going to tap him, sack my Iron Mastiff, to make 2 treasures, but that's actually going to be 2 treasures, 2 foods, 2 clues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yeah. That's decent.
So we got 2 there. We have a total 3 foods and a total of 3 clues.
Can I just say that Fire Sale is doing a lot more work than I expected it to?
Oh yeah.
I
It
You-
speeds the game up a
I
bit.
have barely used Fire Sale at all.
I have 25 spells that cost 3.
Yeah.
Oh God.
To be fair, you also have the Sapphire Medallion and the Emerald Medallion.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
pretty gross.
Everything plus 3 less for you.
Right.
2 less. But yeah. So I have 3 blockers. I'm gonna pass to John and lose 1 life.
All right. Let's see. Untap. Draw for turn. I mean, okay. So I need to play this plains. Then I'm going to tap 4 for Rith Liberated Primeval. 5/5 flyer with Ward 2 at the beginning of my end step. If creature or planeswalker opponent controls dealt excess damage, I create a dragon. Not relevant considering I only have 2 2/2s.
I thought you said it was a Rith the Awakener deck, not the other Rith.
Well, it's I gotta have both Riths in the deck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I actually probably should have other Obeka in here. I get it.
I will just pass the turn, keeping up all my little blockers.
All right. Moving to untap phase. I'm no longer the Monarch, which is relevant. The upkeep triggers, I'm going to have the Court of Ire go first. I can still do 2 damage to any target. See, the any target's the interesting one. I don't think there's any creatures that are 2 or less, though. So it doesn't really make sense. Will, I'll have you take the 2 for now, because you've correctly identified me as a threat.
Yep.
The second trigger that's going to go off is the Twilight Prophet, where I reveal and you guys all lose, and I take... it's a Dark Ritual, so everybody loses 1 and I gain 1.
Okie dokie.
And then I draw for turn.
Fantastic.
All right.
We can hope, John. We can hope.
I'm going to play for... Land for turn is a Rogue's Passage, which seems like I'm going to need it. And... yeah, okay, I can do that. Okay, I'm going to tap the Arcane Signet for black to use that Dark Ritual. So I have 3 black mana for the moment. I will use this. I'll immediately use 2 of them. A blue and a blue for a Thopter Spy Network. At the beginning of my upkeep, I create a Thopter. I'm just adding that to my upkeep triggers. Then using 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to. I gotta get it in while I can. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and tap the Rogue's Passage to make Obeka unblockable again.
I have a response.
That's fair.
So, when you activate the Rogue's Passage, I'm going to crack 2 treasures. And with Fire Sale, with the reduction, it actually came in useful. I'm going to cast Will's Reversal. Choose target spell or ability with 1 or more targets. I can roll a d20 and add the greatest power among creatures I control. Either way, Obeka is blockable.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, 1 to 14, I may choose new targets for that spell or ability. 15 plus, I may choose new targets for that spell or ability, and then copy it, choosing new targets. So, that is a 7, so I will once again make... I'll get those 2 treasures back. I'll also get another clue and another food. So that's up to 4. Gale Waterdeep Prodigy cannot be blocked this turn.
Whoa!
Office wizard, I know. Feed me your boots.
All right.
That goes there. I get to make a second Robit. But Obeka is absolutely blockable this turn.
Nice.
You make
Okay. That's entirely fair. I'm going to move to combat.
Yeah.
I'm going to move to my second main phase.
Okay.
I'm going to lose a life and I'm going to pass the turn.
Hell yeah. All right. Slow them down.
Okay, boys. I gave us one rotation.
All right. I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna upkeep, and I'm gonna draw. Y'all ain't ready for what I'm about to cast.
We never seem to be.
Green, Slam Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Oh no.
okay.
Stop the presses.
Yeah, fair.
So, for Slam Against Humanity, total copies in Grave and Exile. That's in Grave, that's in
I'm just
Exile.
gonna
That's
reorganize so it's clear.
Did
Yep.
I lose my life at the end step? Let's see.
I have 2 copies in Exile and 1
Seven,
copy in the
10,
Grave.
10, 10.
I think you did, John.
So,
Yes, I did. Cool.
this new Ooze is going to try and enter as a 5/5, but with Master Chef, it's going to enter as a 6/6.
Yeah.
Renati will give it haste. I hope you guys like my artistic renditions of these oozes.
Yeah, they're
They,
pretty
they are
good.
adorable.
That's an ooze to me.
I've never seen a cuter ooze.
But that will also trigger my commander since I cast it from hand. So blue and a green. Growth Spiral from the grave.
Okay.
So I'll draw a card. I won't put anything down from my hand.
Whoa.
Then for another green, since I just drew it, Slam Against Humanity.
Yeah.
And blue for the Frantic Search in my graveyard. So I'll untap these, draw 2.
All right.
I'll discard Sink into Stupor and Baral Chief of Compliance.
Ugh.
I don't really run that many counterspells. I just like that it's a cost reducer.
Yeah.
Alright. So, this will be exiled, and this new Slam Against Humanity will resolve. And I have 1, 2 in the grave, and 2 in exile now. So, it'll be a 7/7.
Yeah. So the neat thing is you just keep adding one to the last slime unless you somehow get more in the graveyard without casting.
I
It's pretty simple.
can't do math. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
I don't mean to attack you. I'm just teasing.
No, I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm chill. Yo, this slime will get a little decal.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's got a skull floating in it.
That's pretty
Oh
cool.
my god. 'Cause
Next
I'm gonna
level.
kill.
Next level.
Oh yeah. All right. Sorry. Spell slinging time. So sorry. How many spells have I cast this turn? 2.
I don't know.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
4. 4. Sorry, I just drew a card that I realized I need to keep track. Storm count is 4.
Radstorm.
I don't have Red Storm.
Oh.
It's a funnier card.
Oh goodness.
So I just gotta set these aside. So we're at 4. Okay.
I have.
Sweet. Then I'm gonna tap for a blue, cast Anticipate from my hand. I'll look at the top 3 cards in my library, put 1 into my hand, put 1 to the bottom in a random order. That'll trigger my commander. I'll tap Runati for a green, because he also has that ability. And I'll flashback this Slime Against Humanity. So storm count is 6.
Mm.
This one will be an 8/8. We got a choo-choo for this one. All right. Yeah. So I'll look at the top 3 now. Put this into hand, and these 2 on the bottom. And then with the storm count being 6, with my final 3 green mana, since green spells cost 2 less for me, I'm gonna. Oh wait, did I play a land yet?
I
I did not.
don't know.
I did not, because I would have played the PFC, I think. If I had one in hand, I would have done the growth spiral. Okay, okay. Forest, I think? Yeah. So rampant growth twice, not missed a land drop. Growth spiraled once, so I'm 3 up. You have 5. Yep, okay, okay. I did not play a land, because I had 4 besides the ones that I ramped with.
Okay.
Alright. Then 4 green floating. First one will be Hardened Scales.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a
And
seven.
puts us at 7. And for my final spell, for triple green, Ave Progenitor Ooze.
Yeah.
Storm count is 8.
Storm count is 8. Ave Progenitor Ooze has Storm, so I'll Storm 8 times, making 8 copies of her. Ave Progenitor Ooze isn't legendary if she's a token, and Ave enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other ooze that I control.
Cougar, remember when you made my Obeka unblockable?
Yes.
Oh,
I could have stopped all of this.
I don't have regrets.
I don't know if you could have.
1,
I mean,
2, 3, 4.
I
think you
would have had
could've
to have some real. It would have had some real lucky Twilight Prophet draws. Like it is not a for sure thing.
So
yes.
the first Ave will enter and see 6 other oozes. So she'll be an 8/8. And then it'll just progressively go up by 1 for each other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna write them in big numbers if that's alright.
Yeah, it's
Good.
fine.
But I think I got the enough power here to kill everybody because since they entered with 3, since they have 3 or more counters, they all have haste.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you basically got like 8 10
12, 12.
plus the rest of your slimes that are massive. So I
Yeah.
guess the question is, does anyone have a way to stop us from dying right now?
I was a mana short. I could have stopped the first one, but I didn't leave a mana up because I was less concerned. The Rogue's Passage really stopped me from doing a bunch.
Yeah.
So I'm past priority.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can stop
Unfortunately,
this.
my only answer is that sorcery speed.
Oh, it is at sorcery speed?
My only answer for this is at sorcery speed. So
Okay.
And
All
the
right.
final Ave will be a 16/16.
Okay.
Alright. With this board state, I currently have a lot of damage. How many
Yes.
blockers on board? We'll start with Spectre. How many blockers do you have on
I've only
board?
got 2,
Only got 2? Total toughness?
4 and 5. So total is 9.
9? Okay. So I'll send all of my oozes with trample at you. So we have an 8/8, a 7/7, a 6/6, a 4/4.
If they've all got trample haste, I think you've got it.
Only the Slime Against Humanity ones have trample.
Okay.
So yeah. So you've got 2 3/3s. That's 6. A 4/4 to make it 10. A 6/6 to make it 16. 23 with a 7/7, and then 31 with an 8/8, and then you'll get an additional 11/11 and an 8/8. I'm just gonna also send the 9/9. Just I can't do the math. I think that kills you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not blocking.
Yeah, that's lethal for sure.
Right.
Then John, how many
I have
blockers do you have?
3 blockers.
3.
Yes, I have 3. And Koga has 4. I
do.
believe.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 5 guys left. And I'm gonna send them. Wait, John, you have two. Kuga, you have 2 robots.
I have 2 robots. I have my academy and I have my commander.
Okay. Kuga, I'll send a 10-10 and a 12-12 at you.
Okay.
And that'll be me.
Are you holding blockers back?
Yeah, I'm holding blockers because actually, I'll send all 3 of these at John then. Fine. Won't hold anything. John, you got a 13-13, 15-15, and 14-14.
I will. Uh,
Oh, sorry. They all get plus. They all have +2 because they entered with the +2 counters from Master Chef. Sorry.
Okay, so. Yeah, I'll block the 2 biggest one, and I'll take the smallest one.
And that leaves the OG Ave as the 16-16 +2. Okay.
And
I'm
you
just
sent 2 at me, so I'm gonna block 1 with a robot and 1 with my commander, Mr. House.
okie dokie.
All right, so how big was the smallest one?
Coming at you, John.
Yeah,
It was a 12-12.
so I will take 12. But I don't think I have anything that could get me there. So we'll just see if I can draw anything, but I don't think so. Okay. All right, is that your turn?
Yep, that will be me, and I will draw for the Monarch.
Yeah.
Hey.
Get
Untap.
to lose your life.
From the grave, lose your life.
All right, let's.
Untap.
I don't think
Upkeep.
there's anything in this deck.
Draw my card. Okay. First things first, I'm going to tap Jan Jansen to sacrifice a robot to make 2 more treasures, which will make 2 more those and 2 more of those. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 3 treasures, not 2 treasures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana.
Uh-huh.
Bye, slimes. Ruinous Ultimatum.
Ooh.
It doesn't hurt John that much.
That much like is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, I got no mana up.
I was waiting for you to have no mana so that I could do that.
Okay. Oh, and this
So.
treasure goes away, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Destroy all non-land permanents my opponents control.
Alright, I'll put my commanders into the command zone.
Well, geez.
Oh,
And then
I had my
send a
20 minutes.
message and send 1 damage at you, Loki.
Well, that is a way to do things. Okay, for sure. All
And then
right.
I will take the Monarch.
Yeah.
I will go to my end step, draw a card, lose a life.
All right. Untap. Draw for turn. Interesting. Okay, that will go back on top. I will play this forest. Yeah, I guess I just will tap out. I'll get out Rith the Awakener, and I will pass.
Alright, just 1 sec, Reno. I'm just separating. Since I have more space now, the stuff that's in exile from the stuff that's in my grave.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
Okay.
Okay, I've got 3 cards in hand.
Rith isn't even that great right now.
Untap upkeep. Sorry about that. Huh. Well, I'll play an island as my first card.
Mhm.
And then, my commanders cost 4 now. Let me think.
Oh yeah, almost full price.
Almost full price.
No
I don't like
medallions. I
paying.
have significantly
Yeah.
slowed you down.
Yeah,
I don't like paying for things. It's not fair.
yeah.
What do you mean? You're playing Simic. What do you mean it's not fair?
I know, I'm just goofing.
I know. I'm goofing back. I'm goofing back.
So let's
Right. So, for my first 4, I'll tap for a blue and 3 generic to recast Gale. Can't really afford to give him culinary lessons this time. Sorry, buddy.
yeah.
Uh, then with my last 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 mana. Oh gosh, what can I do with that? I still have the 2 cards in hand. Okay, so I'm gonna tap for blue and blue and 2, since the spell costs 1 less due to the kite sail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast. Ooh, I'm actually gonna leave the blue up before I say anything further. So in reality, I have a blue and a green up. I'm gonna cast Font of Magic. It's an enchantment that says instant and sorcery spells I cast cost 1 less for each time I've cast a commander this game from the command zone this game.
Mm-hmm.
And that does include the enchantment.
Yeah.
This does.
So my instants and sorceries will now cost 4 less. And with that, I'm gonna tap for a green, and from my
It's
hand,
just 3. Oh,
You
I
mean
mean, never
3?
mind. Yeah, it's with the rule. He's including the rule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I was like, wait, what? But no.
huh?
Ignore us. We're not including the rule in what you were saying. So
Oh yeah. So they cost 4 total less.
yeah.
So first with my last card, green, I'm against humanity. That'll trigger my commander, and from the grave, anticipate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll look at the top 3 cards of my library, and I may put one of the 3 into my hand. Rest on the bottom.
Yeah. Sure.
And that's me.
Okay.
Don't get to lose your life on the unstep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I will lose a life.
That definitely matters.
It very
That's
much
what
so
it
does.
matter. On tap, upkeep. On my upkeep, I'm going to tap Jan Jansen, sack of food, down to 5. I will make 2 1/1 colorless construct artifact creature tokens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use this soldier token to show that. I have 2 of them. Then I will draw for turn. That's a funny card. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the reduction of the 1, I will play Earth Cult Elemental. It is a 6/6 elemental with Siege Monster. When it enters the battlefield, I will roll a d20. A 1 to 9, each player sacrifices a permanent. 10 to 19, each opponent sacrifices a permanent. Nat 20, each opponent sacrifices 2 permanents.
I fucking hate you right now.
That's rough.
I rolled a 3. We each sack a permanent.
I will sack this forest.
I will sack a Klub.
Fuck. Suck for it. No, I'll sack a planes.
Alright. And then I will pass John lose life. Oh, and I draw a card because I'm still the monarch.
All right. Untap. Draw.
You guys are welcome for the Monarch, by the way. That might have been my only positive contribution to this game.
Well, that changes what I was probably gonna do here. Damn. All right. Okay, first thing first, I'm gonna go to combat. Rith the Awakener is going to go at Will. So 6 in the air.
Ouch. I'll take 9. I'll go down to 9. Is that commander or?
Yes, it is commander. I'm gonna pay 3 for Rith's ability. So I'm going to choose. What are the colors of permanents currently? So there's what? 2 green, 3 red, and 2 blue. I'm gonna choose.
Jane Jensen's also white and black.
The ooze is technically green.
Yeah, so I think red, right? Because you have 2 red things on your board, right, Koga? Yeah.
I do.
And Rith is also red. So I will create 3 1/1 Saprolings. Alright. They're green. Okay. I really don't like that. You are tapped out.
I am tapped out.
I'm gonna tap a white. I'm a Kabira takedown your Academy manufacturer.
Yep, that's fair.
Oh wait, before that, actually, I'm gonna tap a green for the Questing Druid, and then I'm gonna do that. So it'll just take an extra damage, but Questing Druid will get a +1/+1 counter.
No worries.
And then I will just pass the turn.
All right.
I was gonna
Untap.
kill his commander again, but your Academy manufacturer's just giving me way too much. Oh, can't forget to lose my life.
All right. Well, I guess just for one, this is all I can do this turn, really. I'm gonna play a Slime Against Humanity. You never saw that one coming.
Not once.
Oh, wait, actually, sorry. Before that, I'm a silly goose because there is something I can do. I'll tap for 4 and replay Master Chef, so it'll be a 9/9. Oop, silly goose mode averted. But then with blue, and a green left. I have no instants in my graveyard, so nothing on that. I'm just gonna make a 9/9. What does everyone got for blockers?
I've got 4 blockers currently.
I have 3 blockers.
How big are they?
I have 2 1/1s and a 6/6.
I've
2 1/1s.
I've got 3 1/1s and a 2/2. But I could kill you with my commander next turn if I felt like it.
I mean, are you?
I mean, no. Unless you attack me with a 7/7.
That wasn't really the plan.
Okay, well then don't worry about it. I won't do it.
I didn't know not getting killed was that easy. Just asking nicely. I guess I should have tried that.
Yeah, no, one time, this reminds me of a story that I'm going to anecdote about, right? So I was playing in a higher level game, but I was playing Toxrill, right? My deck was probably by far the weakest at the table. But because I was playing Toxrill, I was killed like turn 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. And then I had to sit and watch the rest of the table play for like 30 minutes.
Don't get me wrong. The next draw I had was a 5-drop, which was coming off of the Twilight Prophet.
Yeah.
And it was a card draw spell. So it was 5-drop. So you all would have lost 5. I would have gained 5.
Yeah.
I would have made Obeka unblockable, which then meant I would have done that at least twice more.
Yeah.
Plus the Court of Ire. Like, yeah, I would have killed at least one person.
Yeah.
I am not saying I was not very close to becoming a I probably couldn't have done the table, but I was going to go for Will because Will correctly identified me as a problem.
Hey,
I super get it.
I have my own Obeka deck. I know how it plays.
Yeah.
I got this one. I proxied it because I had built it and it's like, this is like, I want to just see how this goes. And it literally
It's really fun.
arrived today. This is my first time like actually piloting it in paper, and it's
That's
a lot
always-
of fun.
That's always
It's so
exciting.
much fun.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you looked at the initiative at all? It's like Upkeep Monarch, but funny.
I haven't, because every time I see it in a game, it gets goofy, and I worry about the mental like the thought suck that comes out of it of just like having to keep up with it. Like I can for the most part deal with the upkeep triggers that I put in there. I didn't want it to become too much and too unwieldy for me.
I understand that. I had an
Ah.
oversized dungeon card that I had to use.
All right, Will, what are you doing? Yeah, who you spopping?
Ooga. Well,
Ooh.
John, if I don't hit you, you said I'm
I
not
won't.
getting the commander, right?
No, that's correct. Yeah.
All right, with the shake on that, Kuga, you're getting a 7/7.
Okay.
As trample.
Well, yeah, so I'm going to throw a 6/6 and a 1/1 in front of it, and they will trade.
Ooh.
Sweet. 6/6 and the 1/1, they'll all die.
Okay.
And with that, that's me.
I get to retain the Monarch.
You
Don't forget to
do.
lose your life.
Yep. Yeah, that is important. It is importante.
Untap upkeep. If you had haste, you would be really nice.
Sorry I had to kill your
Nope.
guy like that, but he was just producing way too much advantage for you.
No, I completely understand. Honestly, like using the clues and foods, it's not really a huge part of the deck. Jan Jansen can use them, but it's not really a big part. It's all about the treasures for me.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tap Jan Jansen to sack this. The artifact creature, which is the soldier, to make 2 more treasures. Where's the dice? Then I will tap for 4. And I will play the Deck of Many Things.
Ooh.
So the Deck of Many Things can do many things. For 2 mana, I can tap and roll a d20 and subtract the number of cards in my hand, which there are plentiful of. So essentially, the nat 20 means nothing because I can never hit it. But if I roll a 1 to a 9, I return a card at random from my graveyard to my hand. A 10 to 19, draw 2 cards. So I'm going to tap the Mountain, sack 1 treasure to tap the Deck of Many Things. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand, so it's d20 minus 5.
All right. Hope you get a 1. Here we go.
I
10.
rolled a 10, which is minus 5, a5. I will return a card of random from my graveyard to my hand. Let's do this a couple times. And then
How many cards do you have?
there are 5 cards.
All right. 1 to 5. We'll start looking at it from the left. 6 is a reroll. 6. Okay.
Okie
cool.
dokie.
3. So the middle one. Very middle.
Card at random returned to my hand is the Academy Manufactor.
Fucking course it is. All right.
Oh, no.
That's just how
I
it goes.
don't have enough mana to cast it.
Fun. All right.
So
Am
I will.
hearing the Slime Against Humanity person complaining about someone having the same card over and over again.
Pass.
Okay. All right. I will
7 cards.
tap.
Shields down.
Draw. Interesting draw. I will play this forest as my land for turn. I'm going to tap 3 for an Elven Chorus. Creatures I control have tapped at a mana of any color. I can look at the top card, cast creatures from the top. It is not a creature. That is neat. Okay, I'm going to change how I tap real fast. doesn't ultimately matter. I'm going to tap 3 for a Sigil Captain. That is a white, so questing beat Druid will get a +1/+1 whenever a creature comes into play. That creature is a 1/1, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Alright. Tapped out. Rith the Awakener is going to go at Koga. In the air,
All right.
6.
I have no blocks.
Okay. Rith will deal damage. I have a trigger. I will tap all 3 of these green sapperlings to create more sapperlings. So I'm going to choose green this time. Because you
You're on
have
my board.
2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. So I will get 9 sapperlings. And they will come in with 2 +1/+1 counters on them. Because of this guy. Well, yes. I am slightly scary now. So I have 9 3/3s. I have 1 mana. So I will pass and lose my life. Oh, I'm the Monarch, so I'll drop the Monarch.
Yeah, you are the monarch.
Hey,
Yeah, so then I will lose my life and draw.
Alright.
No
I
discards are
will
needed, so.
Untap, upkeep, draw 3 cards in hand.
Alright. Well,
Island. Then I kind of remembered I did have a sorcery instant in my grave, but I was like, whatever, I missed it. But anyway, 1 for a slam against humanity.
sure.
So that's gonna make me a 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. +2, 9. So I'm gonna make a 10/10.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll enter with another one because of Master Chef.
Yes.
And I'll cast an instant from my grave.
Sure.
It will be the blue and a blue for a sink into stupor. I can return target spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't really know what's gonna be worth it. Nothing's worth it to bounce. We're kind of dead. You know what? Elven Chorus. Let's bounce that.
Okay. With that on stack, I'm gonna tap this for green. Play a fog.
With that on the stack, tap for 2 blue, last card in hand, counterspell.
I mean, that's fine.
Tap for green, get another Slime Against Humanity from the grave, make a 10.
And
I'm gonna make another 10/10.
I have 27 power worth of sapperlings untapped. So fine. It was just to use the mana.
If you
Yeah.
saved me, John, I appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win this, but I still want to get a little blood on my teeth, you know?
I mean, a little. You already killed a guy.
Yeah.
I want more.
how much more do you want?
Right? What?
I'm down a gallon. What
How
else do you
gr-
need?
How greedy can you be? Come on.
There's a reason it's called,
He's thinking Sultai.
there's a reason it's called the Inexorable Tide.
Mm-hmm.
We hung. Ooh. Alright, well, with my 2 10/10s, I guess I'll just send my 1 9/9, the only one I can swing over you, Kuga.
Ooh, fuck.
Yep.
Is Koga dead?
I cannot declare any blocks.
And I'll die with my feet up on my dukes. I'll pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. I thought I was so clever with that fucking fog too. Alright. Play a forest. We'll just make sure everyone dies here. I'm going to tap
Oh,
slightly.
it's just me with 3 blockers.
Yeah, a Warstorm Surge. Wait, no, I need to do that different. I need to get out the Elven Chorus first. 3, Elven Chorus. Okay, now I need to pay 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. We'll just have one of these tapped for the Warstorm Surge. Okay, then we will go to combat. Whatever. 6 in the air, 27 on the ground. Oh, my hand is
Well.
removed. Yeah.
Say lovey.
C'est la vie. All right, cool. Okay. I mean, I would have dealt like it would have been a fun amount of Warstorm Surge damage.
GG's.
Good game. I was not
everybody.
I was not expecting that to happen.
Yeah,
that-
you seemed pretty defeated after the board wipe. I don't think you were ready to
yeah.
pop off the
That's
way you did afterwards.
That's the thing. The board wipe is intended to get John and I back in the game because you had a full board state, and then Will had a full board state.
Oh yeah.
It felt like John and I were just playing a completely different game.
Yeah, so,
I definitely spun out early, and I wasn't until again the next card after I died was going to be a card draw spell.
yeah. So
That was the first one I had. So like, yeah, I spit my entire hand out early, and if I didn't get any card draw, I was like, well, yeah, I was it. That was gonna be it. So yeah, that was a great board wipe.
yeah, that was I have a lot of ramp in here. I just did not see any of it. So like it's
Yeah.
supposed to
I have a lot of mana rocks in here. It's just I drew a lot of spells and not enough lands to
Yeah.
do things.
Yeah, I kept drawing lands and I just couldn't do enough, so it's hard to
Yeah.
deal with. But that is gonna be it for tonight's game. Thank you guys for joining me. We're gonna go around the table to sign off. We'll start with Koga and then we'll end with me. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. Koga, why don't you talk for a little bit?
All right. Well, thanks again, John, for having me on. I always love coming over and playing a little bit of Chaotic Commander. Haha, name of the game. But yeah, again, I'm Koga. I'm Koga828, pretty much everywhere online. Thank you for having.
Of course, man. It's always fun to have you on. You always do something pretty neat. All right, Will.
Well, on YouTube I go by Will Carvin. I'm not too big on the scene yet, but my online identity is growing and forming. So I'm glad for you to have me here for the very first time. And for those who wish to see more of me, I hope you wish to join me on my journey online and growing this online identity. Thank you all for having me.
For sure, man.
Rock on.
If you have any links you want to throw in the chat, feel free to do that before we start the raid. And last but not least, Spectra.
Thanks for having me, John. I am Spectra or Spectra MTG. I'll drop my links in the chat, and this time I'll make sure it's the correct one. I'm mostly just filling pods for streams and whatnot, but I'm working on getting my own stream held together, and I want to host people as well. But thanks for having me for another night of Chaotic Commander. This was a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys all come back for another game soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry you died a little early. I had to sit for a little bit. That's never a lot of fun.
Listen, man. Hey, I had my fun. I got to do some stuff. That's all you can ask for in a game of Commander.
All
The
right.
deck pops off, even if you die, you still popped off.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
You did your thing.
I did more in 5 turns than I thought you could do in 5 turns for a 1 to maybe 2 creature deck. Like I am not complaining.
All right. And always,
Oh, it's
as
so-
always, I'm John from Chaotic Commander. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, and here on Twitch, where I stream once or twice a week, scheduled pending. But that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna raid Drake SG. He's doing some MTG Fight Night and some charity stuff. So let's go show his chat some love. Charity's always awesome. I like doing stuff for charities too. So let's
Oh yeah.
go make sure He feels loved. Let's get that raid going. Good night, guys.